Welcome back to the Pac-Man Special. It's your boy Pac-Man back at it again with another video for you. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on so you never miss a beat, you feel me? And today we have the finals of my locals recording that I did with Green Purple Dofi. And we're playing against Black Green Issho. Black Green Issho is actually the leader you guys voted for me to work on as a deck list, and I promise I'm going to have that as the next video for you guys. So that will probably be up today or tomorrow, depending on how I can get it filmed, but it'll probably be later today where I get it uploaded. So either tonight or tomorrow morning you guys will have the Issho profile. So we did do the dice roll. I won the dice roll. I elected to go second. Issho's gonna go first, and with Issho, with one Don underneath it, you just minus your opponent's board by 1 across the board, and end the turn, tap 1 Don and untap a 5 cost or less. So typical turn 1 play for Dofi, play nothing on 2, and then he just throws an 8 at me, I believe, and I have to take that. We don't want to out counter that. We play Zoro here, and Zoro's should have been a Nami, but we didn't see the Nami, but this is why we have Zoro on the deck, so we can always stay on curve. So he has one blocker on the board, which is Beje and Capone Game Beige, or however you want to call it. So he's gonna tap 2, play the Bonnie, and he kind of took a shortcut, which is cool. We're at Locust. He finds another Beje, and he has 3 Don left. So he's probably gonna use 2. Yep, throws a 7. Man, and I have to take that one too. And we kind of only really want to take 1 hit a turn if possible, and hold at this 2 life, because we just want to be able to turn on Thunder Boggles if we draw them, so that way we can get to a chin drop faster. And then he uses Issho's ability to pay 1 and untap a 5 cost or less, which was the Bonnie. So I can't kill the Bonnie, and I don't have a sugar to play to tap it, so I can attack it. But if I even do that, he's just gonna block it, because his goal is to draw as many cards as he can off this Bonnie and find all his defensive pieces to get to the late game, so then he can start dropping Izzos, Kuzans, and just start KOing my board. We're playing as well as playing the 4-drop Kobe, or playing Sakazuki's if he has them. So as far as I remember, the list is just Supernova defense with Navy of offense, so that way he can be able to use the best of both worlds. So he establishes a Kuzan here and another blocker, and this Kuzan's going to cause trouble, because if he continues to swing with Kuzan and minus my board and it has the KO ability, then I'm in trouble. But we go ahead and go into our turn. We're on 8 Don now. So we're probably going to use 1 of these Don to put under Krieg to swing and give it double. We start with a 5 to test his hand and see where he's at. He gives me a 1K. We throw the 6K, he gives me a 2K. We throw the double, he blocks. Simple. The double was getting blocked regardless, and this allows me to eat some of his blocker. So we play the Luffy to play the Bart, because we didn't have a Uda or a Nami, but we play the Uda to play the Bart. Bart's going to tap himself at the end of the turn. We'll untap the Zoro. So now we always have an additional attacker with pressure. But the only thing I'm worried about here was Issho, and he had it, and he ends up taking 2 cards out of my hand. And he hit my sugar as well. So I was like, man, I was trying to save that sugar for late game, so that way I'll be able to do something. But he is really cooking with finding all this defense and playing it. So he didn't swing here because I have the Luffy, and it'd just be a free block. But I would have swung with my leader anyway, due to the fact that I'll see if my opponent's going to give me a card out of hand, or even if he does do the free block. So now we're counting this Don out, seeing what kind of turn we have and what plays we have in hand. Being on 10 Don, you have 10 drop Dofi. You can go another 7 Luffy into another body. You can use your Don to attack offensively and start applying pressure, and that's what we start doing. We are applying pressure. We throw a 7 double, and then we throw a 7 regular. Looks like we throw a 7 with our leader, and if he took the 7 with the Zoro. So now does he take this 7? And if he does, we just throw a 9 and see if we can force the blocker. He does take it. I do remember that. We throw the 9 with the Luffy. He gives me the blocker. I play an Uda, and end of turn, I untap my Luffy by tapping Bart. So that's actually really good. Bart's such amazing in any film deck, and I think people should be running it more if you have them. I know they're a little pricey, but yeah, man, use those Barts, man. Barts are lit. But we go ahead and block with Issho, block not the Issho attack, but we block the Kuzan attack in order to tap down the Bonnie so he doesn't plus, because he's on 10 down now, and I'm expecting a Kuzan, but he could be playing green Dofi, which would actually be pretty wild. So he throws an 8. I Thunderbog will get my Don back, go back to 9 Don or 10 Don, but I'm down to 2 cards in hand, and I have no idea on where I'm gonna get the rest of my cards from. But we just have to kind of protect our board with what we got and be able to apply pressure. We've already survived this turn, but he can always KO stuff. It does look like he has the Kuzan in hand, and it's very possible that he could have played Kuzan and popped something, and he could have popped the Uda blocker, or minus the swung with Kuzan like he did, to minus the Luffy as he did to play the Kuzan, but he doesn't have any life, and he plays the Kuzan, he just loses the next turn, right? So he does have Sabo. Sabo's gonna stop me from KOing his board. He finds a killer and puts a Don underneath it to be able to draw a card, and then he uses his last Don to untap the Kuzan, because like I said, Kuzan's just gonna be a super survival piece on his end that he wants to keep protected, so that way he can always minus my board, and the more he minuses my board, the more KO abilities. Now he hasn't seen too many KO abilities, so that kind of puts him in the pickle. But we throw the Krieg for a regular 7. Now we're gonna throw the Zoro for a regular 7 to see if he gives me a blocker or another card out of hand. He gives me 2 cards out of hand, so I'm like, all right. So then we have I think this is what, 9 down left, so we throw a 7 with the leader. We get the blocker, he draws a card. Looks like he drew into another Kuzan, and we swing with the Uda. Are we gonna swing with the Bart? Nope, we dump everything into Luffy, and we win the game on that, and it was just lethal, and having lethal there and just being able to close it out. But if you guys like the video, once again, like, comment, subscribe, man. Tell me what you guys think. I hope you guys are excited for the Issho deck profile. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Till next time, peace, love, happiness. Gone.